This is the Bucktool 12-inch variable speed drill press. I bought this tool because it was the best value I could find for a benchtop drill that had low RPMs. I bought this because I needed a benchtop capable of drilling lower than 500 RPMs. This was the best value I could find, and it has a range of 360 all the way to 2000 RPMs. Perfect for the projects I work on. Right away, I noticed the quality of the materials. Check out this heavy-duty base. My goodness, is this thing heavy. Same with the work table. I was impressed the moment I opened this box. The rest of the pieces were underneath. The first step is to attach the column to the base. They connect with 4 bolts. I use a Phillips head screwdriver just to get them started, then my crescent wrench to attach them tightly. Next, I install the crank handle onto the shaft. You'll be able to see a flat side inside the handle. This is where the set screw should touch it when tightened, so make sure it's seated properly. The table support lock just twists into place. Attaching the drill press head to the column is a 2-person job, but I'm only 1 person, so I wasn't able to follow that rule. There's a set screw you'll need to tighten just to lock it in place. Like the rest of this assembly, it's very easy to install the feed handles. They just twist in. Before installing the chuck, I just need to make sure that it's clean. Next, I'm just putting the chuck arbor into the top of the chuck. It's tapered on the top, so if you look into the spindle, you'll be able to see the proper placement so that the arbor is aligned with the slot in the spindle. To seat the chuck, place a block of wood below the chuck and tap it in with a hammer. Installing a drill bit is very easy. There are 3 keyholes on the chuck, and the chuck key easily tightens and untightens the jaws. I must have missed this step, but there's another support lock handle that twists on the back so that the table can be locked or unlocked so that it can move up and down. There's a bevel lock bolt underneath the table. When loosened, you'll be able to tilt the table to the desired angle. There's a bevel scale on the side, but I recommend using a level for more precise measurements. There's a switch on the front to toggle the laser. The laser was dialed in right out of the box, so there was no need for adjustments. Depth adjustment is on the right side. You loosen the knob and move it to the desired depth. Here I'm setting it to 1 inch so that when I tighten it, I'm only able to pull down so the bit travels only 1 inch. The on and off switch is front and center, with the emergency stop function right above it. There's also a digital display on front that shows the RPMs. The speed is adjusted with the handle on the left side. Here's why I needed this drill press. I have ongoing projects where I use bits that recommend 500 RPM and lower. I use Forstner bits and also at times drill into hardened steel. So let's see this thing in action. This is my first drill press, so I don't have anything really to compare it to. I just know that I'm so much more accurate and can control the drill speed so much better than with my handheld drill. I highly recommend this machine for anyone who values simplicity and desires a lot of power at low RPMs. Thanks so much for watching my video, and I look forward to showing you this thing in action in my future videos.